I imagine we're gonna see an Ancient of Law Innovate coined out here, but it feels really bad on the part of the Druid because that Death Bite is gonna get so much value here. But can he really just afford to pass or just play the Keeper?
What to do? Job's done.
So the Ancient of Law here gonna pick up 2 cards, Lower Tap and Big Game Hunter, both of which are quite relevant in this matchup. But a perfect top deck for the one Jack here. He's gonna be able to cycle a card with the Acolyte of Pain. Laying down the Cruel Taskmaster, but it looks like he's just gonna armor up. No reason to really allow the Druid to kill off your Acolyte for free right now. So the Druid here opts to play Azure Drake over Lower Tap, which I kind of like because there aren't really that many spells that you want to block off on the side of the Warrior right now. Death Bite is gonna kill off the Azure Drake. I imagine one Drake is gonna arm up again.
I must safeguard the land.
So Satchel opts to use the Keeper to kill off the Acolyte. He seems very reluctant to play his Lower Tap. I guess he's trying to bait out the second charge of the Death Bite before playing Lower Tap. But we do know that the one Jack has this combination of Cruel Taskmaster and Big Game Hunter, which is going to be able to take out the Lower Tap if it is played. So even if the one Jack lets go of his Death Bite here, it's not going to be such a big deal.
Do you have the artifact?
So shield block into at least Star Seeker. The one Jack not seeing any need for him to let go of his Death Bite just yet. Playing it a bit greedy, I think, but a fairly reasonable play.
I see.
So I imagine Death Bite is gonna run itself into the Lower Tap, followed up by Baron Ganon, which is gonna give the one Jack a full board clear as well as leave a 7-5 on the board. Looks like he's actually gonna play Justica True Heart instead. I can actually get behind this play because even though the Dionysus Aspirant is gonna get a trade in together with a hero power, it kind of denies the Druid from playing 2 big things in the same turn. Plus, the faster you get out the Justica, the better it is for the Warrior in general. And I guess Baron Ganon kind of loses to PGH, which is in the hand of the Druid right now.
Where shall I strike?
So I imagine... Oh, whoa. Is the one Jack gonna play Alexstrasza here? Oh boy. This doesn't look good for him at all. Big Game Hunter's gonna swing around tempo, combined with the Pirated Shredder, and he does have the Force Roar combo in his hand. So the one Jack now has to play the Belcher to stay alive, which I imagine he's going to do. It still feels really bad though because... Wait, does he even live? Yeah. Belcher keeps him alive. Oh, does that do it? much is that? 6. Living Roots kills off the 1-2. Gets 16. Nah, he's still alive. He's still in this. He's still in this. This is not lethal just yet. But I imagine you go for it right now. Your hand doesn't have that much else. You could Wild Growth, but it might be too slow here. Mini-bot off the Shredder, one of the best things you could hope for at this point. The sequencing is a bit weird here. I imagine you should normally draw first before you make the trades and stuff. So you're gonna put the 1 jack down to 17. So the 1 jack here needs to kill something off as well as armor up. I imagine we're gonna see Grommash followed up by Hero Power. Baron Geddon is not enough, right? It's gonna be 14 plus 4. Yeah, plus 2. So the Druid, no, it's enough. He has the Living Roots in his hand. Yeah, so Living Roots is gonna seal this game. So the 1 jack actually had to play the Grommash there to stay out of lethal range. So a little bit of a misplay by the 1 jack. He could have still stayed within this game if he chose to play the Grommash instead of Baron Geddon. But I guess playing around Living Roots is quite difficult some of the time. So 1-1 is the score right now. If the Druid will go first, right, you just run the force into the Belcher. The Shredder will never die. The Shredder is up to because he bent the Shredder in.
I must protect the
So now we are seeing the 1 jack play Druid against Satrias, Murloc, Renodin. That's really clunky and difficult to say. The 1 jack has a pretty good opening hand. He has Wild Growth and a bunch of removal. Meanwhile, Satya has just a bunch of Murlocs, which he's choosing not to play. He's gonna go for the Hero Power instead. Probably wants to wait till the War Leader is on board before playing the Blue Guild Warrior to assure he gets some trading value, I guess.
job's done.
So the 1 jack is gonna be able to clear the board with Wrath and Shapeshift. He does have a pretty strong turn 5 play in the form of Druid Claw. I imagine Satya is gonna play the Murloc Knight here. I mean, he doesn't have any other options, right? So the 1 jack can charge the Druid of the Claw into the Murloc Knight, or he can swipe it. So he's gonna go for the charger. Meanwhile, Satya still drawing blanks. He can take a value consecrate here for 2 damage to face and 2 damage to minion.
Reporting for duty.
So Ancient of Law is gonna get coined up by the 1 jack. Picking up Swipe and a lower tap. The lower tap is pretty good here because his hand doesn't have that many minions. So anything he can put on the board to provide some extra pressure is probably pretty strong right now.
Job done. Reporting for duty.
The one Jack has multiple options to clear the board here. He can swipe, he can Wrath, plus hero power. Wrath does leave him with a bit more mana to play with. I imagine he's gonna play the Jewel of the Claw as a taunt. I kind of like keeping the swipe as well because he hadn't seen a single master from Satchel yet. And as we can see right now, Satchel does have the Master for Battle in his hand, and the swipe is gonna come out really big if he chooses to play it this turn.
I wonder. Reporting for duty.
Oh wait, is this just game? Oh yeah, it's just game. What am I talking about?
Played.
Oh, balance, boys. Druid, balance.
Well played.
Feels bad, man. I can't wait for standard to hit, man. So Druid having a pretty strong showing in this tournament so far. Many of the players brought mid-range Druid and have had quite good success with it.
Ether versus Garrosh. Victory or death. I will fight with honor.
So the one Jack is up 2-1 right now, and he is left with the Control Warrior against Satriel Sang's Malokadin. So this matchup is usually in the favor of Control Warrior, but this Malokadin deck isn't your normal OTK Malokadin, and it's not so reliant on the OTK combo because he plays more mid-range stuff like Dr. Boom and Tyrion. So I'm not too sure how this matchup is gonna pan out.
Back to work.
So the one Jack opts to use the Kurata's Master in conjunction with the Armor Smith to clear out the Acolyte instead of using his Fiery War Axe. He plays his Fiery War Axe now and is able to armor up as well. Satriel's just gonna slam down the old Merc guy here, which is probably gonna trade with the weapon as well as the Armor Smith, which kinda means that his Harrison is gonna whiff.
Done.
Pyromancer is gonna die here for free to the Kurata's Master, and the one Jack is gonna be able to develop the Shoot Maiden as well.
I can take the hit.
Meanwhile, Satriel still doesn't have that many good cards to play into the Shoot Maiden. Justica is kind of okay, but it just dies to bash. The one Jet picks up the Death's Bite, but if he does choose to play it here, and if he is greedy for 2 charges, Harrison Jones is gonna come out big.